Have you ever noticed how your cat pauses before approaching you? Like they're waiting for something invisible to happen first? Not food, not attention. Something quieter. Something most people never realize they're being asked for. There's a common belief that cats are independent to the point of detachment, that they come and go, connect and disconnect, without needing anything deeply consistent from us. It seems true on the surface, but it isn't, because what your cat is actually doing is waiting. Not in the way a dog waits, not with urgency, but with quiet observation, watching for one specific thing that tells them whether they can fully trust you or keep a part of themselves held back. And most owners miss it for years. 1. The small misunderstanding. Most people assume that bonding with a cat happens through affection, petting them, talking to them, being physically close. And yes, these things matter, but they're not what your cat is waiting for. Because from your cat's perspective, affection is not proof of safety. It's just an action. And actions, if they're inconsistent, don't build trust. They confuse it. So when you pet your cat one moment, then ignore them the next, then suddenly pick them up without warning later, your cat doesn't read this as love. They read it as unpredictability. And when something feels unpredictable, your cat doesn't argue. They distance themselves. Slightly at first, barely noticeable. This is where the shift begins. 2. What your cat is actually watching. Your cat isn't focused on what you give them. They're focused on how stable you are, your movements, your tone, your reactions. They're constantly asking one quiet question. Are you the same every time? Because in a cat's world, predictability equals safety. If you approach them gently one day, but suddenly grab them the next, that inconsistency doesn't just surprise them. It changes how they categorize you, not as unsafe, but as uncertain. And uncertainty is something cats never fully relax into. So instead of fully bonding, they stay partially guarded, still affectionate, still present, but not completely open, and most people never realize why. 3. The subtle trust test. There's a moment that happens often, but goes unnoticed. Your cat walks toward you, then slows down. Maybe they stop just out of reach. Maybe they look at you for a second longer than usual. It feels random, but it isn't. This is a test. Not a conscious one, an instinctive one. They're checking, will you let me choose this moment? Because for cats, control equals safety. If connection is always on your terms, they don't feel secure inside it. But when they approach you and nothing changes, no sudden movement, no forced interaction, no interruption of their pace, something important happens internally. Their guard lowers. Not all at once, but enough to move closer. And this is what they've been waiting for. Not affection, but permission. 4. How people accidentally break it. Most owners don't intend to disrupt this. They just respond naturally. Your cat comes near, you reach out. Your cat sits, you pet them. Your cat relaxes, you pick them up. It feels like connection. But from your cat's perspective, it feels like the moment stops being theirs. And when moments stop being theirs, they stop fully trusting them. So over time, something subtle changes. They still come to you, but less often. They stay for shorter periods. They leave more quickly. Not because they don't care, but because the interaction doesn't feel fully safe anymore. It feels partially controlled. And for a cat, partial safety is not enough for deep attachment. 5. The emotional shift most people miss. When this pattern repeats, your cat doesn't become distant, they become selective. They choose when to engage, when to stay, when to leave. And this can look like independence, but it's actually adaptation. They're adjusting to a relationship where they don't fully control the interaction, so they protect their comfort instead, quietly, consistently. And this is where many owners feel something is off, even if they can't explain it. Your cat is there, but not completely with you. 6. What your cat has been waiting for. The thing your cat waits for their whole life is simple, but very specific. They're waiting for you to let connection happen without interfering, to allow moments to exist without shaping them, to be present without taking control. Because when a cat realizes, I can approach you and nothing changes unless I choose it, that's when trust stabilizes. That's when they stop testing. That's when they begin to relax in a deeper way. not just physically, emotionally. And this doesn't happen through effort. It happens through restraint. This is what attentive owners begin to notice. 7. The deep attachment shift. Once your cat feels this consistency, something shifts permanently. They start seeking you out more. Not for interaction, but for presence. They sit closer, stay longer, relax deeper. You might notice them choosing to be near you, even when nothing is happening. This is not boredom. This is attachment. Because in their mind, you've become predictable. And predictable means safe. And safe means they can fully lower their guard. It seems small. It isn't.